everyone. This is Dr. Alex Avila, Love University. We're here at the USC LA Times Book Festival. We're having a great day today, a lot of wonderful guests. And I was looking outside and I saw a woman dancing with a book, and she happened to be you. And she comes in, and this is our guest here for today, Dr. Zahra Tabassian.
You cannot even pronounce my name right, and you're interviewing
Tabassian, is that correct?
Tabassian,
That's
yes.
what I said, Tabassian.
Yes, and I love that, Dr. Avila. I want to tell you,
yes.
I always wanted to be a guest on your show, and thank you for the opportunity today.
I'm very happy. She's a double board certified internist and nephrologist. She has tremendous degrees in different things. She founded the Angel Kidney Care unit. She's created a mind-body method called Dance to the Music of Your Soul, DTMS, and also Spiritually Sexy, raising your energy to the divine. And four-time author. She hosts the Healing Dancing Doctor, and also has this very beloved book here, My Daughter, My Dad. Welcome to the show. It's good to see you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Avila.
Now let's talk about this now. Tell us about your dad. What was the impact he's made on you?
Well, my dad was not sophisticated. He was just an ordinary dad. And I was very ambitious. And I always wanted to be the best. And as the oldest child in the family, I always had tremendous amount of responsibility. So there was a lot of expectation. And my dad tried to make sure with my mom that I live up to that expectation. And so it was like a dad who was ordinary, but also he had something in him that I could resonate with. That purity, that kind of love that he had for people, the energy that he could give me every time we were at places and danced to the music of our souls. So I loved it. I mean, even though my dad was not very sophisticated and educated, but he was a principal of the elementary school, and I could see something in him that I couldn't find anywhere else.
Is there one childhood memory? You know, sometimes we can look back and imprint in our mind that with your dad that stays with you, that you can say, "Hey, that was an incredible moment."
I have to tell you that there are so many incredible moments from the journey I had with my dad that I had to write a movie, a screenplay. And in that movie, now I can tell you exactly what are the most memorable moments of my childhood, because I have highlighted all these moments. But I can tell you this, because this is what I think the nation has to hear from me. As a doctor, as a medical doctor, as a dialysis doctor, an internist, we don't pay attention to the spirit of the individual, to the emotion of the individual. They have the final say, and we don't usually talk about them. But and a lot of times I see that we lose sight of our relationship with our loved ones because we are so busy. And me coming from UCLA and doing my training at UCLA, I'm telling you, I was busy. And I lost sight of my dad. When you say, tell us the memorable things about my dad, I can tell you in a nutshell. I didn't even understand my dad the way he truly was. For instance, every time he boasted about me in different gatherings, I would say that he's just trying to compensate for his own deficiencies. I didn't understand. Maybe he's proud of me, and maybe he's boasting about me because I'm able to make it. It wasn't the way I felt during my upbringing. But at the time of his death, and I want to tell you, Dr. Avila, because this is a true story.
Avila.
Dr. Avila.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. Dr. Avila, this is one thing I want to tell you. That at the time of my dad's passing, there is a section called Life Review. And this is, I saw a different sense of animation, a different life energy in him. And he was so sharp at age 89. He was recollecting all the precious memories that he had. And one memory he vividly talked about just a few hours before his death was the day that I stood in that long line to get the results of your entrance exam to medical school. That was the best day of my life. Wow. And he truly was excited about it, and I never gave him the credit.
I see what you're saying. So, a very gentle, loving man, very supportive.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned something about you had a glimpse of the afterlife.
Yes.
In some way. Did you go through a near-death experience, or people that are around you?
Dr. Avila, I want to tell you this. I mean, at the very last part of his life, I developed a special love for my dad. I call it unconditional love. Unconditional love, we talk about it, but we never experience it. And I experienced that with my dad. And it becomes one soul in two bodies. And I asked the deity, why not me? Take me instead of this 89-year-old gentleman. And I was sobbing, and he was dying in my arms. And I tried to, as a doctor, you know better, we always have to be critical, and we have to be always we have to be a kind of detective that goes after diagnoses and all that. So I wanted to see why my dad was so obsessed with the corner of his room in the last few days of his life. So at the time he's dying in my arms, and I'm sobbing, and tears are flowing down my cheeks. I look at that corner as I'm sobbing, I'm grieving, and I am putting my lips on his forehead. Serious, this is a true story. I said, I've got to find out. So I had my lips on his forehead, and our hearts were connected through unconditional love. And then I see something so majestic, so otherworldly, that I wrote a book about it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. At Love University, we talk about extending loving energy without expectation, which we don't often see in adult relationship. We see it between a parent and a young child, or between animals and humans. But we often lose that with adult relationships. My father actually passed away. He was in later years as well, and I'm an only child, so I was also close to him as well. So I understand what you're saying. So there's a lot of, emotion there, but love, like we said, love is the powerful force that we talked about, right?
Yes.
Extend loving energy.
Yes.
Now, you have a lot of accomplishments here. You talk about dancing to the music of your soul, spiritual sexy. Can you tell us a little bit about those elements?
Okay, so I always, when I treat serious illnesses like diabetes, hypertension, kidney disease, a lot of these patients also have cancers, cardiovascular disease. These are serious situations, and I could see that just by prescribing medications and writing another dialysis order, these people are not going to live long. I said I have to come up with something which is natural, holistic, and is built already in their software of existence. And I said, why not use that kind of method that worked for me? All these years coming from Iran to America, struggling with the smugglers. There is another book I wrote you don't know about, at the border of Iran and Turkey.
Oh.
But this is, I said, the method of dance to the music of your soul worked for me, gave me energy, a new sense of vision, and
so how does it work? Can you show me the dance?
We were dancing at my booth
I saw you
all
out there,
day.
yeah.
Yes.
But what kind of dance? Is it like this? Or
you want me to show you?
Yeah, show me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So first of all,
So what do we do? Let's say we're at home feeling sad and depressed. How do we get dancing happy?
So first of all, dancing to the music of your soul. Dancing to the music of your soul begins with. You can play that music. Begins with the kind of music that touches your heart.
Okay, do we have music on here? Oh, there you go. Okay.
Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
From the beginning. Oh, okay. From the beginning of it. 10 seconds. So the music of your soul is the kind of music that touches your heart. It doesn't matter how full of yourself you are, how angry you are, how many bills you have to pay. That music takes you to a new round of calm, acceptance, self-acceptance, stress-free moment. Allows you to connect, open your gates of energy to a better place. And that could be a bittersweet music, but that's okay. But that is what I'm talking about. Turn it up. And then let go. And move any way you want.
There you go.
Don't need to be a professional.
Everyone out here, join us in the dancing. Right. say. Wow, all right. So
Just
that's
freestyle.
fantastic. All right, we got
Sorry
a dancing.
about that,
No, that's actually very
I
nice.
ruined your day, I guess.
Well, no, I'm actually from Spain heritage, so I do.
So hablas español muy
So
bien.
yeah, I do salsa.
Salsa.
So I understand the whole movement.
I love the language
and
as
the
well.
dance. Yeah, that's beautiful. That kind of dance, almost Persian, I guess.
Yeah,
then,
it was kind of a little Persian.
Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, there's a powerful energy there.
Yes.
Now you do it with a lot of joy.
Thank you.
But I'm wondering, some people would feel like self-conscious. I know a lot of people would not do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So how did you overcome? Do you worry about what people think? Do you have any self-consciousness?
I mean, you asked a very important question earlier. How did you come up with spiritually sexy? That was even a harder term for me to come to because I said, God, I mean, what is that I'm supposed to relay to the whole world? And I said, that maximum level of magnetism that you trust and have faith that you will be better, you will be happier. God can do all things with you. You got to do your part. Eat healthier, move more, be less anxious and angry, and move your bowels twice a day.
Okay.
Did you know that, what I just said?
Yeah, I like that.
This is so important. Elimination is
Let me ask
also
you, but how did you always have a non-shy, I mean, I'm a shy person, but I transformed it. I wrote a book on it.
Oh,
and one of the
wonderful.
keys is to reverse your self-focus outwardly. So, like the actor, the actor is externally focused. But we're the self-observer. So many people that are self-conscious, oh, I'm looking foolish. What are people laughing at me? You don't have any of that, right? You were dancing out there in
Then
public.
you dance to the music.
So where
of
did you
yourself.
get? Did you always? Were you ever shy and then transformed, or did you always have this dancing, joyful energy
I mean,
as a kid?
I come from a very poor family.
Financially poor?
Financially poor.
Oh, okay.
We were not connected folks.
That's in Iran,
And
you said,
in
right?
Iran, we had no influence.
okay.
But I had to learn. I had to learn my way. Excuse me. This was the music of my soul that could bring me to a different place, a place of happiness, fearless.
Well, I'm asking, were you ever shy though?
When I was a child, again in the screenplay of My Daughter, My Dad, I have episodes of dancing with my dad when we had these little gatherings, and my dad would boast about me and say, Sohaila, my nickname, she can dance. Why don't you do belly dancing? And I say, I cannot do that. But anyway, it was dance.
So you transformed it over time, right? You became confident.
Over time.
Yeah.
But initially, up until just the time that I came up with Spiritually Sexy, I just looked at dance as a measure of happiness and maybe a physical activity that can make us more fit and healthier. So I looked at dance to the music of your soul more from a physical and emotional perspective. But with my dad passing in my arms, I saw the same kind of unconditional love that I had at the time of my dad's passing. If you allow the energy of being spiritually sexy soar to new heights, then you can see that you can have the ability to experience unconditional love again.
Now, so I'm going to ask you something. The idea of spiritually sexy, Zahra,
Yes.
is an interesting paradox, right? Now, in some of the Eastern philosophies, there's tantric religion. There's different components, right, where they combine the two elements, or sacred spirituality, sacred sexuality. So, how would you define spiritually sexy? Let's say you're walking down the street. How would you know who's spiritually sexy and who's not?
I mean, it is an intuition. It is a feeling that you. I mean, let me tell you the truth. Initially, you were not spiritually sexy when I initiated this interview. Right now, you are spiritually sexy because I can feel the love, I can feel the connection with you. And guess what? You're giving me more than 5 minutes I initially had. You feel connected. You feel you want to continue. You feel you are on the same page. And you respect each other and you want to do something together. And you have the vision for a brighter future.
Yes. I think generosity of spirit, maybe that's an element of sexiness.
Yes.
Be able to give without expectations. We call it that, love without expectation. And also, loving yourself is very important. A lot of people don't have that, right? They lack that belief that they can be who they can be. And that's very powerful.
Yes.
So you have a very interesting thing. So you're a medical doctor. You also have the dancing that you love, the spiritual sexiness. What would be any other elements of that you would find? Let's say in a patient. Let's say, how could you help a patient heal with your methods?
Thank you so much. The first thing I do with my patients, I just tell them the truth. When you tell them the truth, and the most powerful kind of truth is that you give them the hope of becoming better and being able to heal themselves. So when I give them that hope, they automatically are open and receptive to receiving my medical advice, my medical information. And at that time is when I see that they are opening up. Initially, nobody wants to hear they have to lose some inches from their waist. Nobody wants to hear that you need to lose that belly, you have to lose that love handle. I don't like to be told, although I'm getting some, but nobody wants to hear that. But when they feel that sense of caring from a physician, and I give that to my patients immediately, when I give that sense to them, they see the love I have for them. I'm not looking at them as a number, as a person that I truly want to get better. And with that kind of sense that they get, they open to my love, to my caring. And then I introduce dance to the music of your soul little by little to them. And I tell them, hey, what kind of music do you love to listen to every day? Or from time to time you can change the music and just play that music at the beginning of each day. Let go of all constrictions and all the problems that you have, the restrictions of life, the challenges of life, the negativity of this world. The music has to separate you from all those negativities. And then when you are connected with your true self, the self-acceptance that this music, through generation of love for yourself, and as you put it, you should love yourself. But we don't love ourselves. I mean, every day we wake up, we think we are loving ourselves. I don't think we love ourselves. When you become one with your true self, then that self-acceptance, that through the music of your soul, then you become a person who starts the first phase of dance to the music of your soul. And then I tell them, let your imagination soar to new heights and make sure that you see yourself healed. You see yourself adhering to this new medication. Maybe I'm prescribing an ACE inhibitor, lisinopril, for diabetes and hypertension. If somebody has diabetes and hypertension, they have to get lisinopril because, or losartan, ARBs, whatever medications that we have nowadays in the marketplace, we have to give them because we know scientifically these medications improve the survival of their kidneys and their overall health. So yes, I tell them, please take that twice a day. I am not telling you that maybe you need this for the rest of your life, but maybe you need it for now, alongside with dance to the music of your soul and that vision for health.
So what you're doing here, you're combining many elements, mind, body, and soul,
yes,
with medicine and spirituality. Okay, so this is kind of a very powerful blend.
Yes.
Kind of like Carolyn Meese, you ever heard, the psychiatrist from UCLA. She did Anatomy of the Soul. She's an intuitive psychiatrist, so she's combining her medical training with intuitive, but she got a lot of flack from it. Like you said, people say it's woo-woo, and they kind of criticize it, right? So she,
yes.
And when she started out, she had a lot of that. How do you handle that kind of argument?
To be honest with you, I say that even out loud on my live syndicated radio show every Sunday, 6 to 7 p.m. on KRLA, AM 870, AM 860, AM 590, The Word 98.3, even San Diego. Now we're becoming syndicated to Phoenix and everywhere else. But I say this out loud, and I say, don't look at me as a woo-woo doctor. And there is a reason I keep my double board certifications by the American Board of Internal Medicine, because I don't mind if they call me a woo-woo doctor, but understand that behind this woo-woo doctor is a very credible doctor who knows how to heal you, how to prescribe medications, how to keep you away from dialysis and kidney failure and diabetes, cancers, and cardiovascular diseases that have taken this country. Every part of it.
It's very powerful. We call it psychoneuroimmunology. It's a new area of study where the mind affects the immune system, affects the nervous system.
Yes.
So you're at the forefront of this.
Oh, thank you.
But morally, I think the love is what you're talking about. So you love your dad a lot, right? He loves you, right?
Yes,
no
he
matter
loves
where,
me.
if you believe he's somewhere else, or spiritually speaking, right?
Yes, he might be even here now.
Right, so there's a presence there. So it's beautiful. I'm glad that you have this, This is all about Love University, loving yourself, others, and the higher nature. So you're exemplifying this. And I really appreciate that, especially as a medical doctor, right? Because you're trained scientifically, but also you have this other side to you, which is very important. And that's beautiful. Where can people hear more about your work and what you're doing? Is there a website for you?
Yes, the website is called spirituallysexy.com. Spirituallysexy.com, and I have to be a little more active on that website. And Spiritually Sexy was another woo-woo thing that I had a tough time accepting that name that all of a sudden hit me like a gong. And I said, what is this? I mean, what? Spiritually sexy? Wow, what are people going to think about me now? I mean, up until now, I was crazy enough to dance with my patients. Now I'm going to be the founder of Spiritually Sexy? Gosh, God help me. But you gave me that vision, and I'm going to expand on that. Spiritually Sexy, I think everybody deserves to be, and Spiritually Sexy is behind every health, every possibility to overcome low energy, bad energy, self-confidence that we don't have as a nation, as an individual. We need to gain our self-confidence back. And when you are spiritually sexy, you don't care about any other levels of energy. You are capable, you are sure, you see a bright future, and your metabolism is revved up. As a doctor, I see diabetes, diseases of metabolism. What is that disease? Your metabolism is stuck. It's not moving. Your burning wheels for energy are not active. You are piling up on triglycerides and all the fat in different parts of the body because the metabolism is not revved up. When you're spiritually sexy, when you're connected with all the positive energy of love, not just within, but also without.
Right. So anyone here, raise your hands if you're spiritually sexy.
Is everybody spiritually sexy?
Or you want to get there someday if you can, right? So that'd be the other people. All right. I like that. So this is a very powerful and positive message, right? You are bringing joy, right, to people, self-belief, self-love, right? And so you're kind of combining many elements. So I think it's been wonderful to have you on board. This is a tremendous experience. We'd love to have you back again.
Yes.
There's tremendous potential. I think your next book is Spiritually Sexy, if I'm not mistaken.
How did you know that?
Just intuitively, I can see that.
Because it's coming out also in June.
All right, you didn't tell me, but yeah, it's my birthday, so we'll talk about it. Love University students. This is a very powerful experience here. Love, vitality, health, and spirituality. So it's a beautiful combination. So this week, Love University students, go out and express your love to each other, your vitality, and keep dancing, right? That's important.
That's it.
A lot of people don't know about that. That's a movement, right? Whatever movement you do, some people do yoga or other things.
Yes.
And the key is to bring the love out and express it on a daily basis. So until next time, this is Dr. Alex Avila. Put away your notebooks, your iPads, your phones. Class is now dismissed.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Avila, for the opportunity.
It's a wrap.
Thank you.